I've made $10,000 from Instagram without investing a single dollar. And it's not that I didn't want to invest, I didn't have money to do so. And I know a lot of you are in a similar situation. That's why I will show you the exact steps that I took from zero to making $10,000 so that you can copy paste it and implement in your journey. Let's get into it. Let's start with my background. So I started almost 4 years ago. I had zero experience in social media, zero experience in content creation, and zero experience in selling. I also never filmed any content, never designed anything. I also feared starting because others may judge me, but I started anyways. The main reason for me starting is because I didn't have any income and I needed to find a way for financial freedom. So basically when I started working online, I firstly started doing copywriting. And it was great, but it was on a project basis and that's what I hated about it. I didn't have a stable income. And the first strategy that I tried is affiliate marketing and completely failed. I got zero sales. Everyone is telling you that affiliate marketing is super easy, yada yada yada, but it's not that easy. Second thing that I tried to do is done for you services. So I basically did Instagram audits. I would review someone's profile, give them feedback on how to grow faster and sell more, and based on that they would pay me. This was kind of successful. I got some sales, but nowhere close to $10,000. And then I got into digital products, which is where I made my first $10,000 just 3 years ago. Later on, I of course experimented with a bunch of other stuff like high ticket services, high ticket coaching, communities, and so on. But digital products is what made me my first $10,000. How long did it take to make $10,000? To be realistic with you, it took me 1 year. First 6 months, I had no clue what I was doing, but I still made some money. That's what I mentioned with Instagram audits. In the next 6 months, I grew 100,000 followers and made $10,000 along the way. By the way, if you listen to everything that I'm saying right now and you implement, you will do all of this even faster. Simply because the first 6 months of my journey, I wasted my time. I didn't know what was a clear offer, I didn't know how to sell, I didn't know how to grow. What business model should you choose? Should you choose digital products? It highly depends on your preference. The stuff that I'm going to show you works for everything. In my opinion, mid-ticket digital products work the best simply because they're easy to fulfill, but still with this strategy you can sell high-ticket services as well as low-ticket digital products if you prefer so. I just want to show you something. This screenshot here, which you can see, is 6 months in my journey, 2,000 followers. But here you can see I have 67,000 followers. That's a couple months after that, and now I have over 300,000 followers. This is just for people that don't trust me, that I know what I'm talking about. Next thing, of course, I didn't only do this for myself, I helped a lot of people. This person got 1.3 million views because of me. This person paid off its debts because of me, and this person made $40,000 in 2 months because of my strategies. So I know what I'm talking about. Of course, like, these are exceptional results, but if this person made $40,000, most people can make at least 10. This is actually my first screenshot that I got when I made my first $10,000 on Stan Store. Let's get into exact steps. In all of my videos, I talk about freaking profile optimization. It is because profile optimization is key for looking like a professional. If you don't look like a professional in your niche, no one will message you, no one will buy from you, no one will trust you. So we'll need to make sure that happens. So we firstly need to start with your username. Your username should have your name plus a keyword. Same goes for your name field, which should have your name plus a couple of keywords. Your photo should be very simple with your face plus a colored background. Of course, if you plan to run a faceless Instagram account, you can also put your logo, just make it super simple. You shouldn't have more than 1 to 2 links or it will hurt your conversions. I will talk about that a bit later. You should have a bio that answers 4 questions. What do you do? Why are you different? Why trust you? And what next? You can go to my bio on Instagram and check it out for yourself. Large follow button. Your follow button becomes larger if you add your contact options and extra action button. Both of those can be found in the edit options of your profile. When your follow button is larger, more people will click it and follow you. You should have at least 3 highlights. About me, talking about yourself, your journey, why did you start what you're doing, what's your goal, motivation, and so on. just so that people know a bit more about you. Next one is testimonials highlight, if you have any testimonials or reviews. And third one is services or products, where you explain your services or products. You should have highlight colors. You can make this in Canva. And at the end, of course, branded content, which should have same colors as your highlight colors and your profile picture. When you have that, you have a professional look, and that's the first step to selling. Next one is content. And the first step to creating content is, of course, finding good viral content ideas. The best way to find content ideas, and I'm gonna make it very simple, I want you to go to Instagram.com, I want you to go to the Reels tab, and when you are on the Reels tab, just find content that you like and replicate it in your own style. And how can you replicate it in your own style? Just use your words when you are talking about certain stuff. When you are talking about anything, every content piece needs to have hook, information, and call to action, and just model your content according to what works. Find ideas, steal those ideas. Don't be afraid, it's not a copyright if you just take someone's idea and do it your own way. That's actually what most creators are doing, and no one wants to talk about that. When you find that content, you need to structure it somehow, and you need to pick what will you post every day. And I suggest you post every day if you want serious results, because the more you post, the more data you will have to analyze, and if you have more data to analyze, you will quickly optimize stuff, and you will quickly learn from your mistakes and get better. And of course, the faster you are at getting better, the faster you will grow, and the faster you will make money. That's the deal. So, for example, here's my content schedule. So I try to post photo posts every day, and 4 times per week I post reels as a second content piece. So I pretty much have 4 days a week where I post 2 times per day, and other days I post only photos. But of course, like you can pretty much make your own content schedule. Just make sure to have a strategy on what you will post every single day. When you have the content, when you have content ideas, when you have your profile optimized, the third thing that you should do is engagement and community building. So this pretty much ties in with the fact that algorithm won't promote your content at the start. That's why you need to promote yourself. And how you're going to do that? You're going to engage with other people. You're going to sit down and write 90 comments per day. This is exactly what I did. So I would sit down, I would go on Reels tab, find 90 posts in my niche, and just comment on those posts. This will get you noticed, and people will start visiting your profile, especially if you put in an effort and you really read the post, you really write your opinion, you also add something to the posts, add value, and people will start noticing you. If from 90 comments, 90 people notice you, in 30 days, that's almost 3,000 people who are coming to your profile, right? So it's a huge number. If you do that consistently, it will start paying off immediately. Other than that, what I did is I responded to all of the comments that I got every day on my posts. I was visiting the profiles of people that commented and commented on their posts in addition to first 90 comments. And of course, I followed as many creators from my niche. So you don't wanna do stupid follow, unfollow strategies, just randomly following people. You want to follow creators in your niche, because that will lead to building connection with them and organizing a collab. And preferably, you should organize at least 1 collab per week. In simple why? Because when you are using the collaboration feature, this one you can see 2 usernames at the top, you can invite each other. This is actually a member of my community who won a collaboration with me. So we did a collaboration, and guess what? She has only 400 followers, but this carousel was seen by 70,000 people. She is getting a lot of exposure as a result of doing a collaboration with me. You can do this yourself. You just need to connect with other creators from your niche, organize a collaboration. You can simply message them, hey, I know we have similar audiences. I would like to collaborate with you, and I think it will be beneficial for both of us. In most cases, they will agree if you build a connection with them. I can tell you that doing this stuff is what built me an initial base of followers and fans, and this is something that you must do that no one talks about. I mean, everyone is talking about virality, going viral and all of that, and I can tell you for a fact that that doesn't mean anything. I had certain periods in my growth journey when my growth was actually stagnating, when I didn't have any reels but my profits were skyrocketing. So going viral and making a lot of money is not the same. My opinion, don't chase virality, do stuff like this, engage with people, build connections. The more connections you build, the faster you will grow. And as they would say, your network is your net worth. Step 4 is lead generation. In order to generate a bunch of leads, you need a lead magnet. Lead magnet is essentially something that solves a specific problem in your niche that comes before your main offer. So, for example, at the point when I made $10,000, my lead magnet was my 0 to 1,000 followers guide, and my paid offer was 0 to 10,000 followers guide. Pretty much anything can be a lead magnet: a short masterclass, an ebook, checklist, blueprint, templates, and so on. The thing is, it just needs to solve a specific problem. By the way, here's a pro tip. You need to make it so good that people would want to pay for it. So just because it's free and because it's a lead magnet, it doesn't mean that you can just make it super simple and stupid. You really need to put an effort, because your lead magnet will be the first impression that someone sees when they get anything from you. You want to make that first impression as good as possible. When you make a lead magnet, and by the way, you can use ChatGPT for that, you can literally go to ChatGPT, write a simple prompt, talk with ChatGPT a bit, and it will make a complete lead magnet for you. When you make a lead magnet, you want to host it on a link in bio tool or on a website builder, depending on what you prefer. Honestly, if you're a beginner, if you're not a developer, if you're not used to building websites and funnels, even on a simple tool like ClickFunnels, for example, I suggest you go for Payhip or StandStore. It's very simple and you will get the hang of it very fast, and it won't take you too much time. When you host it there, you want to ask people for their name, Instagram username, and email address. My lead magnet currently is my free app, which you can download from this website. And when someone clicks yes, they are prompted to input their first name, email, and Instagram username. This is simple because if you have their username and email, you can reach out to them twice, once on email, once on username, and if you have their first name, it's much more personal if you address someone with their first name. You want to make a form like this before they can download your lead magnet. Now, each time you make content, you invite people to download your lead magnet. So for example, on my Instagram, now that I have 300,000 followers, it's much easier, but it's the same thing for you. I go to Reels, and for example, I have this reel where I tell people to download my free app. You can do pretty much this exactly. You can copy paste it and just input your lead magnet here, and you will be able to get leads. By the way, the reason that I tell people to comment up is because I use a tool named ManyChat. ManyChat is a tool that lets you create automations. Each time someone comments a certain keyword, they will receive a link from you for your lead magnet or offer. This is very powerful because it's very personal. It also gives you engagement because they're commenting, and it's far easier than telling them to go to the link in bio. They can simply click a message and get your link. I've created a separate video where I talk about how to use ManyChat to get leads and sales and followers, and I suggest you check it out if you don't know how to use ManyChat at one of the links below this video. So now the last part is actual sales. So we need to recap a bit. At the start, you had pretty much nothing. Now you have a professional look, you have consistent content, a lead magnet, and steady flow of leads. Of course, if you're implementing this along the way as I'm talking. The only thing that you need is sales, which will be easy at this point. Even if you have 0 followers, you can implement each of these steps and you'll start getting leads within a week. But you need to implement everything consistently, right? Or nothing will happen. So if you have no sales experience, I got you there too. It's very simple. There's 4 ways to sell right now if you set up everything that I told you. First is email marketing. Every time someone downloads your lead magnet, you're gonna send them 3 to 5 emails bringing even more value and mentioning your paid offer at the end. A good idea is to just repurpose your posts. For example, what I like to do is if a certain post has a lot of information, for example from my photo post, I just take that, repurpose it into email, and of course mention my paid offer at the end, which is my community. Of course this needs to be automated, and you can use email software like MailChimp, Email Octopus, and so on. Most of these software are not free, so if you're on a tight budget, you can skip on this. But if you have a little bit of budget, I suggest going into email marketing. It will bring you even more goodwill, and they will be even more likely to purchase from you. The second way to promote your paid offer is stories. You can mention your paid product every day on your stories, and you need to focus on benefits. So you need to show people what result they will achieve and in what time frame without effort and sacrifice. For example, in my community, I help people make $10,000 in 3 to 6 months without any guesswork, and that's the whole point. Third option is the worst option. It's the link in bio. Besides the lead magnet that you should add to the link in bio, you should also add your paid offer, simply because it will get you some passive traffic. This is not the main source of income that you will use, but it's definitely a good addition. And the fourth most important thing is manual outreach. This is the simplest way to do it. You're gonna reach out to 50 leads per day. You should mainly focus to reach out to people who downloaded your lead magnet, because those people are people that showed high interest in what you're doing. And the good thing is, if you ask them for their Instagram username, you will be able to contact them on Instagram. The second type of people that you should reach out to is people who are engaged with your stories, people who are watching your stories. Again, those are people who are very interested in what you do, and they are good leads. And third type of people is you should reach out to people who engage with your posts, people who like your posts, comment, and so on. All of those people are leads. The thing is, you can always find leads. As long as you're posting content, you have leads. What should you send to them? Very simple. You should tell them, hey, insert the name, would you be interested in achieving a result in time frame without effort and sacrifice? Once they answer, you send them a link to a landing page for your paid offer. I didn't talk about landing page because it can be a bit lengthy, and I think I need a separate video for a landing page, but let me show you my landing page. This is my landing page. I built it in ClickFunnels. It has a headline, then it has a video sales letter, then it has the niche, then a little bit about me, benefits, story, and all of that. I can make a separate video, or you can literally go to this landing page, copy paste it, of course, just, change up the information. All in all, depending on what you sell, landing page can be very important. So if you're selling a low ticket and mid ticket digital products, landing page is very important, and you should make it very detailed, talking about all of the benefits, risks, talking about your struggles, trying to introduce yourself even further, trying to show how you fix every possible pain point that they have, showing off bonuses, testimonials, and all of that, because when someone visits your landing page, they need to be persuaded into buying simply from the copy. So as I said, landing page is something that would require a separate video, honestly. If you are starting from zero, I would just recommend going to this landing page. I'm gonna leave in the description below. You can literally copy paste it, of course just change it up depending on your niche. That's pretty much it. We've created a journey from them not knowing you, to following you, to trusting you, and buying from you. And of course, this takes time. So you'll face many problems: low engagement, no sales, no growth, etc. The main thing to remember is this is completely normal. If something doesn't work, change it. Don't do same stuff over and over again expecting a different result. If you have low engagement, work on better content, engage with more people. If you have no sales, reach out to more people, try out different messages, try reaching out to different people, work on your landing page, promote your offer more. If you have no growth, make better content, re-optimize your profile, experiment with different kinds of content, and so on. Start small, take small steps, and only that leads to big success. You need to be satisfied with small results, getting a little bit more reach here and there, getting more responses here, and in the end you will get your first sale. When you get your first sale, you just need to replicate what you did before that, and soon you'll be on your way to making $10,000. The thing is, most people give up just before that break point, just before they get the first sale, just before they get their first 1,000 followers, just before they get their first viral reel. Thing is, you need to believe that if you do this consistently and if you do it with high quality, it will pay off. It must pay off. And I can tell you that I come from the place that's no different from yours. I started literally from zero on an old laptop that didn't even work properly, and I managed to build 300,000 plus followers. If I did it, you can do it too. I'm not special. You have everything that I did, but what I figured out that most people lack is accountability and consistency, and I've also managed to fix that. The solution that I came up with is my closed community Hypergrowth Network, where I help people make their first $10,000 in next 3 to 6 months without any guesswork, while also staying accountable along the way. Besides this, in the community, you're getting the whole step-by-step blueprint to $10,000 and more. You're getting an intro call with me personally, where we will develop a game plan for you on what exactly to do next. You will get weekly group calls to stay accountable, tons of resources, PDF courses, Instagram links, and more. Access to your own personal growth assistant, AI Alex, and most importantly, you will get access to 180 plus people who achieved what you desire for. All of this simply makes it impossible to stay inconsistent and get you to $10,000 as soon as possible. Best of all, you can join 7 days completely free and see for yourself. So if you need more help, proven blueprints to $10,000 like this one and even better, and you want to change your life like all of the people that are currently in the community, I recommend you click the link below this video to join the community 7 days for free, because you have nothing to lose. See you inside, and until next time, cheers.